Hello, and welcome to another episode of Crypto Charts. I'm Fausto Botelho, broadcasting from Brazil, and here we use our experience in technical analysis and try to extract logical indications about the future behavior of the crypto prices. We've been talking about the S&P, which is actually going exactly as expected. It has reverted just after breaking a resistance level, so producing to us the most important bearish indication, which is the bull trap. So it's conforming with the possibility for a bear market to be established in the market. Today I want to discuss with you what could happen with Bitcoin if a crash really comes. There has been some analysts in the internet that are stated that eventually Bitcoin would fall because, as compared to gold in 2008, gold fell in 2008. But I want to argue against that in two items. Well, first of all, gold is a commodity. In 2008, actually, gold fell 20%, and then it went up. Gold is a commodity, and as so is used in the electronic industry, because every electronic contact, has a part of gold, has a blend of gold in its metal parts. So if a crash comes, recession will be on the horizon, and people, industry, governments will start to buy less commodities generally, inclusive gold. On the other hand, Bitcoin is not a commodity. Bitcoin is not used by industry. Bitcoin has a use, which is money transfer, international money transfer, but we should imagine that shouldn't decrease, should increase actually if a crash comes, I would imagine. And the other consideration, which I think is very important, is that while gold fell 20%, Bitcoin has already fallen 50% last November, December, right? So Bitcoin has already crashed. And what's important of all of that? It's nothing of that. It's the charts. And let me show you now that the charts are indicating, in my view, that we're just about to, we're probably just about breaking a major important point. Let's take a look and let's see it in the chart. And then I'm gonna show you 7 or 8, I think there are 7 or 6, we'll see, crypto assets that I think shall outperform Bitcoin. Yes, I think if you didn't sell, just hold it. Yeah. So let's take a look at the charts. So first I'm going to be showing Bitcoin. Here it is, the weekly chart. And as I've shown, the videos, I'm working with this channel now. Reversal engineering. First draw the guideline, then I pulled it down here, and it touched 1, 2, and I think 3 points, because I think this is a bottom. I think this is a bottom because it achieved the descending triangle objective, and it's performing what I think we're going to call a inverted head and shoulders, not exactly here in the weekly chart, but we will eventually in the daily chart. Let me get back here to this chart here. So this is the daily chart, where we can see that we might have had a bottom here. I am considering that as a inverted head and shoulders, and now I see the market accumulating here, and I see the market now breaking these well, let me zoom up here a little bit. I think this is sort of a profit-taking process, and the market is just escaping that. Yeah, we could well draw a line here. It's not a very important line, but it would have been broken. And then we have the descending resistance line that comes from the top, which is the trend line of all these bearish market. And we're about to touch that line. And we are also about to touch this resistance level, which is 4,200. But I tell you what, if you see Bitcoin above 4,200, I think it's going to start to rise and fast and a lot. So what also tells me that Bitcoin might be starting a bullish trend now is that I see a lot of coins starting to break their resistance levels and their resistance trend lines, always in Bitcoin. But I think this is a very positive indication. So now let's take a look in the other charts of the coins that I think are going to outperform Bitcoin. Shall we? So there we go. First, Binance. Well, Binance, I've talked about Binance a lot of times here on the channel already, but just want to remember that even though it went up a lot, and that's something I wanted to talk to. What are the coins that we should be looking at? Besides looking at technical analysis, I think the charts that perform, or the coins that performed well while Bitcoin was resting, are those that will perform even better when Bitcoin starts to go up. Because these coins have already outperformed Bitcoin. So I think it's a good idea for you to think on buying what is going up and not necessarily what has come down. So, and I think all these coins that I'm going to show you perform like that. So let's take a look at them. Yes, Binance has outperformed Bitcoin ever since. It made a accumulation or a sideways trend for the whole 2018, and it just broke in March, beginning of March this month. It broke this resistance line, breaking its all-time high. And well, there's two projections that we can make. The projection that we extract from this eventual ascending triangle, this huge ascending triangle. If we put on the weekly chart, it's easier for us to see the accumulation here, and we take the height of this accumulation and project it forward over there on a daily basis again, and that takes us here, which is 0.0092, which would mean an upward movement of 122%. But if we take these oscillation here, this leg that the market did December of 2017 and January 2018, and let us consider that this is smaller than the first one. Okay, so if we project that, then BNB would still have a potential upward movement of 277%. So that's the first one. The second one is Cardano. Second one is Nano. Nano has broken this resistance trend line, has given us a bear trap over here, and has just pulled back to this former support line. former resistance line here, support, and it went up. So I think the time to buy Nano would be 5 minutes ago, or best time right now, right? Third one is Ontology. Ontology is performing as if it's turning. It has turned. I think it has turned because it broke this very important resistance line level here and pulled back to this resistance level, and it's flagging up. Let's take a look in the hourly chart here. It's also flagging up, so I think it's a very good position too, and a very good candidate to outperform Bitcoin in the next few weeks. Next one, Litecoin. Litecoin is testing this resistance, very important resistance trend line, and I think it's doing it in an accumulation that I think is going to continue the previous movement. So I think this is sort of a profit-taking accumulation, and I think we're heading up. So there's a potential for Litecoin of 21%. The other one is Cardano. Cardano has broken this resistance level and has produced what I think it's a sort of a inverted head and shoulders here. Left shoulder, head, right shoulder. So it would project over here, which is 2,000 Satoshis, and that would mean another 17% upward movement in Bitcoin. Next one is Dash. Well, Dash has rested for a while, but it broke this resistance level and it made this what I think could be called as a inverted hand and shoulders as well. Projects over here, and we would have a potential of 56%, and we have just broken this, what could we call that? A big flag, right? Big flag, big profit taking of this profit here. So it's another one, and that's it, my friends. If you like the video, don't forget to give us a thumbs up. Good luck in your investments, and I'll see you next time. Ciao.